So hello and welcome back to another banknote video, and today we're looking at South Korea's banknotes. So we're looking at the earlier version. I only have 4 banknotes out of possibly 30 of them, but suffice to say, I hope to get more. So we'll look at the actual banknotes and then we'll talk about the values that you can get them for. So South Korea first issued their won in 1949, and it's just a continuation of the banknotes issued by the Japanese, and they were a continuation of pre-1905 independence banknotes. So this currency lasted up until 1953 when they changed it over to won. So the smallest banknote I have, and the only banknote, and practically this is the highest valued of the first one. So this is 1001, issued in 1952, and you can tell the date 4285, which is 1952. So I assume that is just a Korean date. It could be a Buddhist date. No, it's not a Buddhist date. That's 2,500. That's pretty much a complete history of Korea. Although Joseon and Goryeo Empire is probably date to around 500 to 600. Anyway, so this banknote has President Soyoung-man Lee, and as you can see, most of it is still in Chinese. So you've got 10 won in Chinese characters. And they have the block numbers that the Japanese used, as well as the seal that the Japanese used too. And South Korea have continued to use those up until 2005. So on the back we have Wongaksa Pagoda. So there's a pagoda there. There's a pagoda, the big tall thing. This is the pavilion, built in 1471. It's probably been rebuilt. I haven't read any information on it. And this side has 2 Korean characters, and it has English as well. So this banknote, if you want to get it in this condition, you probably talk about $20 to $30. So this is not a cheap banknote to get. So you're not going to pay like $2 or $3 for one of these. Pity about the damage up there. But this quality of this banknote is quite poor, considering 1952, that's in the middle of the Korean War. So the issuance of currency is really not that important. And then in 1953, they changed it to the won, the new currency, at a rate of 100 won. It was 1 new won, so this is equivalent to 10 won. But those banknotes didn't last long. They will change your coin. I don't have any won series, so here we have the second won. So this was introduced in 1962, and they introduced from 10 John, which is like 10 cents, to 500 won. So here we have the 10 won banknote, and there is 2 different designs for the 10 won. This one is more common. It has the Chomsongdae Observatory, so it's the observatory. I think it was built in the 7th century, so it's about 1,400 years old. So that's Korea has a lot of historical monuments. A lot of them are still intact, and these continue with the block numbers that the Japanese introduced. This is 265, and as well as the seal, but it's in Korean script now, and most of this side is in Korean. And on the back side we have English as well. And here we have Admiral Yun Sun Shin's tortoise ship. It looks like a tortoise. I did read information about that ages ago, but go to Wikipedia if you want to read about it. It's very interesting. Build a ship like a tortoise. Very strange. So this one, you're probably paying about $5 to $10 for that. They're not too hard to get. And the last 2 I have were the series issued in 1983. So I've only the 1000, 5000, and the other denomination is the 10,000. So with the exchange rate of roughly about 800 won equals $1 Australian, so this is roughly equivalent to $1, $5. And curious enough, up until 2009, the highest valued banknote in Korea was equivalent to about $10. If you remember, back in 2009, $10 really wasn't worth a lot of money, like it is now. So the purple 1000, now you can probably pick it up $4 or $5 in uncirculated. It has Yi Huang, so that's the guy there. And here's his birthday, 1501 and 1570, so he lived 69 years. And obviously, that looks like artistic equipment. And I like the style in the background. I'm not too sure what this represents. Probably just Korean art derived Chinese art. And here we have the Tosan Songwon Academy. I believe, I'm not too sure. I think it's a military academy. And here's the printer's name. These ones are quite nice. And the watermark on these banknotes is whoever's printed on the banknote. You can see the serial number and letters, got it in Korean and then Arabic numerals. And no, that's not a security feature. Anyway, not too sure what that is. Probably for the blind to see which denomination it is. And as well as that, that's also for the blind. Because on the 5001, we have 2 dots, and this is the 2002 series. And this one has more updated security features. So we have a segmented security thread, and there's also a watermark. More than likely has UV, but I don't have my UV lamp with me at the moment. And these are not dated, so this is just a date range. But an interesting thing is that the letters come after the numerals on this banknote. And this one has a Confucian scholar, okay, lived in 1536 to 1584. Yi. That's it. Nice hat. So he's probably also a member of the court with the style of the hat on him. Maybe I'm just watching too many Korean TV shows. Anyway, and on the back we have the here. So Gok Yi's birthplace. Oyokun. And here we have some beautiful artworks. Looks like a peacock to me. Might not be, could be wrong. I'm not too familiar. So this has a face value of $5, so you'll be paying. You probably get close to $5 for one of these banknotes. If you're buying on eBay, you need 20%, so at least $6 to $7. Uncirculated ones, you're probably paying at least $15 to $20. And they're just nice banknotes. So I do have the more modern banknotes, but they're going in another banknote series. So I hope this helps you with collecting Korean banknotes. Sorry I don't have that many. Hopefully in the future I will be. So leave a comment down below about what you think about these banknotes, and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.